All right, welcome you guys to my end of year 3X growth strategy review. We just started this strategy, but I did want to come in here. Today's the 20th of December. I'm in my kitchen actually because I wanted to kind of go over what's going on in the market right now. The market's in a pretty good correction. I think I didn't look at it end of day today. I had a lot going on, but last I looked, it was nearing that 5% correction mark. So it can be kind of frustrating and it can be a little emotional for you when you're trading, especially if you just got into a trade similar to me. If you're following along with the 3X growth, you can see how that trade now is losing money, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But what I really wanted to focus on and show you and give you one of the things and one of the steps I take to help deal with emotional periods like this in the market. I figured the best place to show you one of the things that I do is from my kitchen. So I'm going to show you how to make toasted coconut margaritas. All right, this is an awesome recipe. I actually had this toasted coconut margarita is my first one. It's not like your typical margarita that gets blended in a blender, but it's super easy to make. You don't have to have coconut flavored tequila, and Gabby, my youngest, who's recording this for me, she just took a shot of this and she said you can't taste the coconut at all. So anyway, but you do need a Blanco or a white tequila. Okay, you want to have a Blanco or a white tequila. So here's our ingredients. So we have tequila, preferably get the 1800 coconut. I haven't tried it without. This is the one I've been using. And then we have triple sec, okay? And then we have lime juice. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can do it this way, the way I did it, or you can actually cut fresh limes and squeeze the lime. It's entirely up to you. And then you want the real cream of coconut, okay? Now there's two different types. There's cream of coconut in a can, and then there's this one. I went to Walmart and got this one. This is what I found where I learned how to make this. This is what they used, and after making it, I can only imagine it would be kind of difficult with the can. So that, and then the last thing is you want some toasted coconut. Now what I did, let me get it. I got the sweetened coconut flakes, okay? And then all you're gonna do is toast these in a pan on your oven, okay? So, and that's what I did here. I don't know if you can kind of zoom in on that, Gabs. You can see I just toasted those up. So just do it so it doesn't burn. You can see you're gonna have some white, and just throw that on a plate, okay? The next thing you're gonna need, obviously, you're gonna need some kind of glasses. I got some festive ones here. I got a shot glass because that's how we're gonna measure everything out. If you want, you can use an actual measuring device, but what I figured out, I'll show you how these measurements work. Very, very simple. I do one at a time. You're gonna also need a cup with some kind of top so that you can shake it up. Now, preferably, it would be great to have, I don't even know what they call those things. What do they call those things?
Mixer thing?
Yeah, they call it the mixer thing, according to Gabby. Gabby my youngest daughter, doesn't really drink, so she doesn't know any of this lingo, and I don't really drink. I drink wine mostly, but anyway, just have something to shake it up. I'll show you how that works. We're gonna use ice with that, and then we're gonna throw it in the glass and then add ice to that as well. But all right, so let's start off. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pop open our tequila here, and we're gonna do a shot, 1.5 shots, because it really calls for each one calls for 2 ounces. So like a shot and a half, about that is about 2 ounces. If you want less liquor, put just a shot in or a half a shot. Nothing says you have to do the actual 2 ounces. But then you're gonna do an ounce of the triple sec, okay? So I'm actually just going to use the same shot glass, and I'm just gonna kind of pop that in there. That's about there. And then I'm gonna do an ounce of the lime juice, okay? And so same thing, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. Again, if you want, you can do it with the measuring cup. And then the next thing is your cream of coconut. Now you need to really shake this stuff really, really well because it's pretty thick, okay? Now there's two things I'm going to do, and let's get the first thing. I'll just bring this over. So there's our kind of elixir, and then they call for about 2 ounces of this as well. The more you put in, the sweeter it's going to be. Okay, it's really that simple. So again, I just kind of eyeball it to what I think it's a pretty good shot there. Oh, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put a little bit on this plate in kind of the form of a circle here, and I'll show you why there in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to go put ice in this, and you don't need to put too much ice in there, just a few, and you want to have something that I like to shake it over my sink just in case. So I'm going to shake this up for a while. Oh, this is not a good one to use because it keeps popping open. Should have used the other one, guys. This is why you shake it over your sink. You want to shake this up for a while to not only mix it, but get the all of that mixture, the tequila, the triple sec, and the lime juice, along with the cream of coconut, nice and cold. Okay, and really, if you just had what bartenders use, that would work best. This, I just found, did not work well. Now, before I dump it into my cup, I then want to take my glass, and now some places do this with salt, but what we found was this works great because it gives it kind of a nice little flavor to it. Huh?
Who's the bottom?
Oh, I'm sorry. And I was trying to get this in the line so that when I dip this in there, it's going to kind of get the whole edge of the cup, but I didn't really do that, but that's okay. You don't need a ton here. You can kind of, can you see that? Okay, so I got the cream of coconut on the edge here, and then I just dip it into my toasted coconut, and you can see it kind of sticks there. You can do it a couple times if you want. And now we got a nice toasted coconut there, okay? And then we are going to go ahead and you're supposed to pour it in without the ice. So I'm going to just go ahead and dump this in here, and you can kind of see how it looks like nice and creamy. And then the last thing, we're going to put some ice in it, and we have a toasted coconut margarita. Okay, so now let me get someone here. So we have a girl staying with us, Emma. I'm gonna have her taste it and tell me how it is. I think I put a little too much ice in there. That's okay. So actually, before we do that, let's just make the next one, right? So I'm gonna just dump that out. Actually, I'm gonna go grab my other cup that I used the first time. So again, I'll just kind of go through the process. Are you still recording? About a shot and a half of tequila. And again, I'm eyeing it because, you know, that's what professional bartenders do, which I'm not. About an ounce of triple sec, which is probably about like a half of a shot. These might be kind of strong. We'll find out here in a minute. And then same thing with our lime juice. Equal amounts of triple sec and lime juice. Okay. And then again, we got our cream of coconut here. And we want about, they say about 2 ounces, which is similar to what we had for tequila. I think this one will shake up a little bit better. The good news is it's not squirting all over the place, so that's a start. We got Jasper in here as well. Oh, one of the other things, I'm gonna put a little bit more coconut on there. So, I think I got it all. And just kind of crush it in there, and it gives it a nice little. When you go to drink this, it's amazing how that toasted coconut will add to the flavor. This one's going to take a lot longer to kind of drain out. It wasn't as big of a opening as the last one. And this is where one of those, I can't remember what they call it. It's like a shaker set that you can get for those of you that are professional alcoholics, drinkers. I shouldn't say that. For those of you that are professional drinkers, you know what this is. One of my one-on-one clients, I bet you he knows what it's called. And then the last thing is the ice. Okay. All right, let's get Emma. She'll be our taste
You want me
test.
to keep recording?
Yeah, we'll leave it going. Just don't tell her. But today's a holiday. All right, here, try this.
Oh, thank you so much.
So here, you got to try it and tell me how it is.
Oh, I'm gonna love it. Like, I already love it.
So say hi. This is Emma.
Hey. I'm Emma. This.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
toasted coconut.
Is-
Is it good?
Oh my gosh.
It is good.
This is amazing.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas. Coconut
And that's how I deal
so
with a
good.
crashing market.